Você vai assistir o evento? Pegar o seguinte, sobre inteligência artificial, você vai gostar. Vai dar em inglês? O Natan vai dar em inglês. Divide com seus amigos que querem saber sobre inteligência artificial, põe lá no grupo.
Pode mandar aqui? Júlio, você pode me mandar aqui?
Não.
Eu não canso.
É só se for comunidade, tá lá na comunidade.
Você pode entrar na aula? Eu posso, mas eu não vou fazer nada. Não, é um cara que vai falar sobre inteligência artificial. É legal, Felipe. Não, eu quero participar. Por favor. Alô? Hã? Não, não quero. Por quê? Não quero nada, cara. Você vai ver comigo. Ah, então eu vou entrar lá. Então, vou te mandar o link.
Oi, pessoal. Tem gente chegando aqui. Boa tarde, tudo bem? Boa tarde para quem está no Brasil. Acho que é boa noite para quem está fora do Brasil aí. Bom, pessoal, eu vou dar algumas informações antes da gente passar a palavra para o Natan. Eu peço para que vocês, por gentileza, deixem os microfones fechados no momento que o Natan estiver apresentando, tá? E no final da apresentação do Natan, a gente vai abrir para um painel de perguntas, tá bom? O intuito dos talks aqui na Collab é que os profissionais de cada área diferente venham aqui e tragam as suas experiências e que o inglês seja a ferramenta de comunicação, que a gente use o inglês para entregar essa informação, entendeu? Mesmo que você tenha o inglês básico, não fique sem fazer perguntas, porque o conteúdo é um pouco complexo, né? Eu vejo aqui que tem bastante gente aqui de IT, então pode ser que seja algo que vocês já dominem. Mas procurem fazer no final que a gente abra para o painel de perguntas, tentem fazer as suas perguntas em inglês, tá bom? Então, acho que já está todo mundo aqui. Eu vou passar
É. A gente pode. Ah,
a palavra para o
desculpa.
Natan e daqui para frente ele controla, tá bom? Natan,
And
floor is yours.
so, hello everybody. I'm Nathan, and I will start talking with you about AI today and how AI can be useful in your life, in your workflow, and anything else. So I will start sharing my screen. So just check if it's working properly. Sure. Okay. Everybody can see. I think so, right? So first, I will present myself. I'm Nathan, an advertiser, UX designer, and front developer, and also an AI enthusiast. And today I'm gonna show you AI tools to optimize. What do you think if we wait a couple of minutes just to see if everybody is in?
Natan,
No?
Natan, I think it's
Uh,
better if you keep going,
okay.
and then people will pop up anyway. All right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I let them in. Right.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to show you today some AI tools to optimize and improve the way you work, learn, and create content. But first, I have a question about life. What matters most to you? Life is made of moments, tiny decisions, and infinity possibilities. We often find ourselves wasting the most precious thing we have in life. Can anyone guess what it is? So I would say that it's time. Time is very important, right? So what if you could reclaim your time, simplify your day? What if the technology you use could become more organic, simple, natural? Living is also about evolving, learning new things, meeting new people, and exploring new possibilities, right? The biggest revolutionary achievement of humanity in recent years is no doubt the AI, right? So I know that talking about AI is already is already sounding overwhelming or surrounded by mysteries, for example, like something out of a science fiction movie, for example. But it's basically a name for a complex calculator specialized in finding patterns, connecting and converting them into something that makes sense for our kind of language. This technology has becoming more accessible, intuitive, and powerful day by day. Today, I'm sure AI can help you reduce the time you spend on small tasks, cutting through the noise so you can focus on what truly matters for you, living your life. It's capable of give you time to create real connections and empower to develop something new or innovative in your life or business. AI can be a huge ally, helping you become more human. Now, imagine a future where technology doesn't replace our intelligence but enhances it. A world where you can live more freely, more deeply, more connected to what matters most to each one of us. That's our decision, right? Because the future of AI is created by us for all of us. So I will start for the fun part of AI. AI use it for creative process to enhance and give you tools to enhance your creative process. And I prepared some videos that about how to use AI to generate a short story with a character using all AI tools, since the image up to the voiceover of the video. The first example I used, I'm opening here. So can everybody see here? I think so. Uh, so I started with this Microsoft Designer that is a free tool. Use Dolby 3 as a model for the image generation. You can use it for a bunch of things like creating just image or a social media post or for invitations, everything related to design. This is very handy. And first, after I open this, I choose to create an image and I describe the image that I want. In this case, I decided to create illustration of a bunny. So this bunny, I wanted an style like a Pixar movie in 3D, but I didn't like this one, for example. So I decided to fine tune my prompt. I speed it up just to not waste the time that we have. After that, I asked ChatGPT to create a better description of this character to be more consistent. And that was it. That was the result. Much better, right? And after that, I try a bunch of times up to find the perfect one. That was this one. I will show you again later. So I use the next tool that is Runway. Runway is basically a video maker using with AI. You can describe as in test with the video that you want, or you can upload an image and animate it. I decided to upload the image and animate it because it makes more sense for the idea that I had. Mm, so you can use your own video to animate the character or also uploading just an image. I will show you this. Yeah. So I choose to create a new session for start a new project. And here I can already upload the image that I want to use. And I decided to use this rabbit image, right? And after that, I can choose between creating the first or the last frame of the video, or both, depending on your project. Or you can just describe how do you want the video needs to be generated. But I decided to try first, just using the first frame of the video. And that, after speed up, that was the result. Was a nice result, but it wasn't perfect for what I wanted to do. Yeah. It was super fast. So it's already impressive just to have something with this quality of animation just in some seconds, less than 2 minutes or something like that. But I decided to upload also the last frame to create a loop. So I used the same image as the first and as the last frame. And I describe better how the animation needs to look. So after some less than 1 minute actually, I got this result. The rabbit looks like speaking something. I actually didn't like this, so I wanted to try again, generating some a couple of times actually. But it's still a nice result, and also has a loop. It starts and ends. You can't figure out where it starts and when it ends. So I try again, giving some more description about the camera and the face of the rabbit. And that was the result I had. Much more like a children's book or something animated from an image. And I thought it was a good result for this project. Next, uh, I decided to create a soundtrack, a music for this video. And the idea to create this loop is just to be repetitive, you know. I started typing and I use this tool now, Udio. Udio is a tool that you can create songs and soundtracks using AI, only describing what you want, or or uploading some reference, you know. So I trying sometimes. I think only in 3 shots I got the result I wanted, but I will play some of them, some of the results, just to have an idea of the quality of the audio that you can get from this. It's on the kind of circles style. Very, very rich. Definitely not that. That was a nice one. Yeah, I like that. So I went to the library to download it. I can select which one I like and download. I can download in a bunch of files, but I decided to MP3 because the free version allows you way to download the MP3, and it's good enough for our project, right? So I choose 2 songs, and also I thought that I needed to have a story, right? A short story, actually. I asked ChatGPT to create, based on the character, create a story using this character. So I thought this story too big, so I asked it to shorten this, yeah, make it short and with kids language to be more accessible for kids. So it got this result, a short story about a bunny. And the next tool I use, it's 11 Labs. 11 Labs is basically a voice generator. You can use it to create speeches, you create a narration for your content, and it has a lot of different styles. You can type your test and select the voice that you want. You can set how do you want the audio sounds, like exaggeration,
Het was een avond
similarity.
zoals geen ander. In de verte klonk
Just trust yourself, then you will know.
As we are liberated from our own
Government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Lovell, trust a few.
Life without love is like a tree without.
If you spend your whole life waiting
And I
for the
choose this
storm,
one.
you'll never enjoy the sunshine.
Life isn't about.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the
Jessica
sunshine.
sounds okay. So I generated it's
In a bright
super
green
fast.
forest,
So
Luna
it's
the little
already
rabbit was hopping happily
it's
through
already
the tall
done,
grass.
basically.
Her big ears wiggled with excitement as she smelled something yummy.
So after that, that's the final result I had.
In a bright green forest, Luna the little rabbit was hopping happily through the tall grass. Her big ears wiggled with excitement as she smelled something yummy. A sweet berry smell. Luna's nose twitched and off she bounced, ready to find it. As she searched, she spotted a bush shaking nearby.
Of course, this is just an example, so it's kind of short, but you can get the idea what you can do with it. You can create a biggest story if you want, or you can generate just some videos for fun. So it's a really useful way to create something new or to create a storytelling or just to prototype an idea. So next, I will talk about how to use AI to enhance your learning process. It's very powerful, independent of your field. First, I will use Mapify. Mapify is basically a tool that you can create mind maps using AI. You can choose between a bunch of inputs, in PDF, long tests, YouTube video. You can create from all kind of file. So I choose a file that fits better in the concept of this, that it's about explainable artificial intelligence concepts, taxonomies, and blah blah blah. So it's basically 73, if I'm not wrong, pages about how to explain better AI, since it's from 2019. Okay. And that is the result that I had. I can choose the language, anything else, or describe something and ask to Mapify. I don't have questions because I already use it. I have it already done here. So that was the result I had. I can get the main topics approached in this file. Since they start up to the end, I can get the main topics and understand better what is it about. And you can also extend this if you want, asking to expand even more each topic. So it's very handy to understand or study something, understand the concept, really deep dive on this file. The next tool I'm gonna show you, it's Notebook LM. This is the most powerful for the study, I'm sure, that we have nowadays. You can basically access this page, a Notebook LM. It's very simple because you use it to be in beta version, but nowadays it's already done. You can upload up to 50 files in this notebook, and you can chat with these files or ask something or create something for that. So immediately when you upload that, you have a summary with the main topics approached on this document. And also, if you prefer, you can just type and ask list the main topics from this document. It will search in the document, understand what it means, and give you an answer. So that's it. It basically explains each part, and you can also see where it's coming from. It shows the information inside the file that you upload, and you can really understand each part of it and why is it so important, or how can be useful for you. So also, this has an extra function that is amazing, in my opinion, that you can generate basically a podcast from this file. It will create a chat, a talking, actually, between two hosts, and they really diving on this document, talking about every topic. So I will play the first minute of this video. It's 30 minutes talking about this topic. So just to have an idea the quality of it.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going deep into explainable AI, XAI for short. Looks like you sent us a ton of stuff on this. Articles, research papers, you name it.
Yeah, it seems like everywhere you turn these days, it's machine learning, deep learning, responsible AI.
Exactly. So, what's the mission here? Big presentation coming up, writing a paper, or just, can't stop thinking about how AI actually thinks.
Whatever it is, we're here to help sort through it all, find those golden nuggets.
Absolutely. And speaking of golden nuggets, it's pretty amazing how much buzz there is around XAI right now.
It really is. It feels like a turning point, people realizing that AI that just works isn't enough anymore.
Right, right. It's like, okay, it can do amazing things, but how does it do them? Especially when AI is making decisions that impact people's lives, right?
Exactly. I mean, think about it. Would you want to be denied a loan with no explanation?
Or get a medical diagnosis and just have to trust the AI blindly. No way.
One of the articles you sent talked about self-driving cars.
So that's the example. It's super handy if you want to understand the concept from a document, and a huge document being, I don't know, depends on the size of it. I'm sure that you can do something with this. Next, I will talk about how AI can be helpful for you to you take control and empower yourself of your life, for your life. You can manage, you can optimize the process in your life, since the small things up to big projects. So I separate also a demonstration using Google Sheets and AI. I choose to use Cloud. It's a really good AI chat, similar of ChatGPT. And after that, I will talk a little bit about Notion, and extra, I will talk about Gummy Search that is very useful if you want to be an entrepreneur. And first, Google, it's also a video, and I will talk about it during the presentation. So I started open up the clouds, and I type to ask for help to create a familiar planner. On Excel. I ask Excel because it's kind of similar of Google Sheets. So with a dashboard, and in this dashboard needs to have the financial, the calendar, to-do list, and weekly meals planning. So I got this output from this, and it gave me a list of step by step how to build this planner, but didn't got me actually the planner, right? Not yet. So it listed everything that I need for this planner, since what is inside the dashboard, what are the others sheets that I need to create, the financial planning, calendar, to-do list, meal planning, everything else, and gave me also some formulas that I can use in my spreadsheet. And after reading and take a look on that, I decided to ask the cloud to give me a CSV file of the dashboard. So I don't have to create it. I ask it to give me this file so I can just upload to my spreadsheet. It gave me the dashboard page. That was the code, the complete code about this dashboard, and I can just download it and upload to my financial plan, for example. I created different pages here in the down here. So I uploaded this CSV file. Just a second. Yeah, here. So I uploaded and I decided to replace the current page. Yeah, and I imported. So it's not beautiful yet, but it's gonna be because I just made some changes. I choose some colors just to get something more visual. Yeah, I speed it up. So after that, I choose it to ask for the other page, like the financial details. It's important to get the data from, I don't know, for your bank statement, for example. And you can get the data, your financial data upload here and have more control of it. So I replace also this page and you have an example of a functional spreadsheet with the main information about every category of expense that you have. For example, after some time improving the visuals, it is gonna get a nice result. Just going faster. So yeah, I continue asking for the other page. And that was the final result I had. This file will be available after this presentation. I can send you guys. And you can have control of your own data, your finance, for example, or your goals. Yeah, here in the financial details, you can add the data from your bank separated. This column auto category, it's automatic. It gets from an extension and gives you a suggestion of the category. And the self category is to you name yourself the category. I decided to do this because I wanted to be more precise about the description. Of course, I removed the description here, but you can uh, add multiple accounts, for example, just to have more control. And here is the list of categories that I got from my bank company. I just access my bank and I found the categories that they use and just copy to my spreadsheet. This data, this self category comes from here, and you can see here the how much you expend in each category that you have. It's also handy to understand your expenses. So it's also available. Okay. This calendar page, I'll also ask you for creating, and I added some extra functions. Here in Google Spreadsheet, you can program some pages and create some extra functions. This one, for example, it syncs with your calendar of the Google Calendar and gets all your commitments from there and syncs and copy to this this spreadsheet, and also vice versa, of course. So you can get, you need some account. You can choose your account. Also, I think it is going to be working properly. If not, you let me know. But also you can have control of your goals, understand how things are going, create a to-do list. I also did the same. And this data goes to the dashboard. Health and fitness, I didn't add anything because I didn't have any data about it. And I'm not an athletic person. So here in meal planning, you can create a planning of all of the meals of your week. It's 2 weeks, I think. And also it automatically created this shopping list of everything that I need to cook all the things. you know. Of course, it's a lot of recipes, but it's good to have some options, right? And also everything is showed here in the dashboard. The to-do list, you add there, and you can see here. Also the calendar, you can see the next events that you have, the weekly meal, and everything else. So it's handy if you want to take control of your life, right? Next, 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 next. Next, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about Notion. I'm gonna just show the main page of the website because I used this for everything. You can create all kind of document there and manage your projects. It's basically a workspace, right? Like a notebook, like a notebook. So here, when you open, you see a dashboard that you can add like to-do list. Also, you can create the projects. You can understand and create the everything, every kind of test of document and link it to a new page, add people to work together with you. It's very handy if you want to organize your life doing everything. Like you can control a bunch of calendars, not only his specific calendar, but you can connect to other calendars. And it's also capable of connect in different tools like MailChimp or that kind of thing. You can connect Notion and optimize, automatize your activities, your demands. So, and last but not least, Gummy Search. It's almost an extra thing for entrepreneurship. It's capable. It's basically this. I'll show you first. It's basically audience research based on Reddit. Reddit is a social media that people create forums to talk about all kind of topic. And here you can see what people are saying about in these topics. So when you open this, you can see first, you can search a new audience, or you can go to the audience that I have. It's already curated for that, for example, that. So you can see all kind of topics that people talks. And inside of this has a lot of groups related to this topic, and you can understand what people are talking about. Here, for example, in designers, I can open this and see the themes that they are talking about. Hot discussions, top content. But one of the most important things to me here is pain and anger, because you understand what people are complaining about. If they are complaining, you can show them and build a solution for that. So here you have a small test talking about what they are talking, what they are complaining, what they are angry about. And also you can expand the patterns using AI, for example. So I can click here. Okay. Yeah, you need to you need to have a paid plan. So if you can access this, you can have even more details about the topic and find the solutions. And also ask a chat bot like a GPT about what people are talking in this topic. Also, advice request is very important because people are requesting some help and trying to figure out solutions. So it's very handy to find some insights to have an idea or to improve the field of your business, for example. So it's an extra thing, but it's very interesting if you want to understand your audience, right? Next, I gonna present to some tools. This file, this presentation will be available so you can deep dive on that. So it has some arrows that you can open and see the description of each one of these things so you can understand better new and find new options for example ChatGPT. I can use Copilot, also Gemini or Claude that I use it. All them are very useful, kind of similar, but each one has uh, some particularity. So that's that's really handy if you want to access later. Also for creativity and for learning, I separate some important and very useful tools. Dolly for create image. Midjourney is one of the most famous. It's very powerful. Same about videos. You have a bunch of options to video generators. To create image, Suno is wonderful. Yuju is really good, but Suno is amazing also. I really recommend you play a little bit and try. So here you can play with it later. And also I added some suggestions of more useful tools. If you are a developer, I'm sure that you need to know at least these tools. You know, Cursor, it can automatize your programming. It can be able to create an entire application if you want. Replit, it's kind of similar. No. Replit is kind of similar. You can create an entire software. Grok is a great API, much faster than most of them. Supermaven is great to add to your the coder they use. Usually it's Microsoft coder. Also ZAI, it's a coder app, but also you can use AI to improve your application. So here you have a bunch of things that can be handy, but also open source is very important. If you have your own business and don't want to expose your data, expose your information to a third-party company, you can just build it in yourself in your home, your computer or server, and have the control of it using AI, using the intelligence to improve it. So it's incredible useful. If you want to generate image to Flux, Pinocchio, you have a group of AI tools that you can install in one click. So Ollama is essential for have models running your own computer, so you can chat with an AI even if you have no internet connection. It's very useful if you are in a place that don't have internet connection, or if you want to apply something independently. So in general, I have two things that I separated in a spotlight. That is Future Tools. It's a website that you can find and see a lot of tools, and it's categorized by different topics. So if you want some AI capable of creating some copywriting, for example, I can select here and it will show a lot of tools that can do that. Some are good, some others are not that good, but you can find something very useful for you. And the other one is, of course, Arc Browser. Arc Browser is basically a browser like Google Chrome or any other, like Firefox. So this one has some extra powers. I can organize my things here like I did. Uh, Here I have the presentation files, and I can just close the pages, and this I can open here. I can minimize it until it's still here in this folder. I can just access this later, and open a new session and start open the tabs again. And also the most interesting power that it has is I will open Hugging Face, for example. Hugging Face is a website that you can get open source models. For example, I can press to search as we do as usual to find something in the page, you know. It's usually Control F or Command F, depending on your computer. So you can like video, for example, I can find things like usual, but also I can ask something. What is this page about? And it will create a test and show me what it's like. List the main, the the most useful things in this page. And to generate something showing some useful things. So it's very handy if you want to have a good browser. It's not about any specific topic, so it's not working, but it usually works when you are in a page with more text, more content that you can reference. So, uh, so that's it. You can now start your AI revolution. Uh, I hope you enjoy, guys. Also, here is my business card with my information and a QR code that you can access and access my website and have the the contact form to talk with me. So I hope you enjoy and thank you.
Thank you,
And
Nathan.
yeah, I'm gonna send you guys the link of everything that I used and the examples also. And thank you very
Very
much.
good, very good. So, guys, thank you, Nathan. I think we should
You're
open
welcome.
for questions now. So,
Yeah.
you guys would like to ask any questions? Feel free. No,
If not, it's okay.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. I will ask you a question, Nathan.
Yeah.
Just to give us a rough idea, okay?
Uh,
How long would it take to create this short video without using AI?
ah, it's really complicated because if you use some 3D modeling, for example, to create a scene like that, it is gonna spend weeks or months depending on your project. To create the image, you can do this in 1 or 2 days depending on your skills. But in a in the way that we have in the tools that we have nowadays, it's probably up to I don't know, a month or 2 weeks to start to having a result. You know, it's considering the also the voiceover, the audio that you can, the song that you can create. You can go to a studio and record it, or to buy a original song. So it's much more expensive and much more. Uh, 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 it spends much more time if you do this in a traditional way. So it empowers people, independent people that has no condition to create something more complex, don't have access to a studio or a smart and a powerful tool that mostly are expensive to use also. So that's it. You can real get empowered by these tools.
All
Yeah,
right. It save you a lot of time.
save a lot of time.
All right. Very good.
Mm,
Saves you a lot of time. Very good.
yeah,
Okay, guys, like if you feel like asking questions in Portuguese, Nathan
yeah,
could
yeah.
be asking it could be answering in English if you feel like. I don't know.
Okay. Eu posso responder em português também.
All
Acho
right,
que não é um problema, não.
Tem alguma pergunta aí,
Mas,
pessoal?
é.
Não?
So I can enjoy this time to show some honorable mentions. I think it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
I separate some mentions, not some, a lot of them, for all of the tools that I use. For first, Arc, I mentioned, is this browser. I really will recommend you to use. Gamma. Gamma is the website, the tool that I use to create this presentation. It has a lot of AI functionalities. It's also a huge recommendation. Junior have been using Gamma for a while. What do you have to say about?
Oh, it's very handy.
Yeah,
Very
it is
handy.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
You can do
prepares.
a lot of nice things,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you can
prepares.
generate the images also directly here using AI. So yeah, it's nice, right?
Let me see,
Uh,
because Rodrigo Coelho
uh,
is having problems.
uh,
Just wait a minute.
I'm gonna take a look. Eu
Rodrigo,
não posso
can you?
abrir o áudio agora.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Let me.
No, it had 2 minutes. It was two
Hi,
minutes ago. You
Rodrigo.
still? Uh,
hi, hi, Junior. Thank
Hi,
you.
hi, hi, Rodrigo. Okay.
Can you share the two links, please?
the two links?
Uh,
Yeah, I can. I can
uh,
share here in the
Very
chat.
interesting, and
Uh,
congratulations for the presentation.
nice. I'm glad you like it. So I can share with you. I gonna share and I send a link here in the chat, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So ready? Sure. Link. Yeah, I will. Copy. No. Exigir senha? No. Visualizar? Ok. Pronto. So it's here the presentation and the link of the tools. You can access the tools also here. I have the link of the most of them. When you go to the presentation, you can access all of them here.
okay.
It's much easier for you. So honorable mentions, right? Let's continue.
Now, one question. How do
Yeah,
you
Koi.
AI during your day work at work?
Which one is better for work, for
Uh,
your workflow?
and you
Uh,
are you development? Yes.
yeah, I'm from developer.
How do you use AI for at
For
work?
the development. Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
it's very useful. I can use Claude is one of my favorite AI tools, is this one. This has the power to create an application or some small pages inside the tool. So I can ask it, for example, create an app to create a to-do list app, for example. It will understand what I want and will generate it automatically. So I can also send my own link and ask for changing. I can use it. We can talk a little bit more about if you are interested on development use for because in for example Visual Studio that I the tool that I use most for coding, you can have a bunch of tools here that use AI. For example, here I have a chat that I can add a file that I'm working. Here, it's a lot of things that I was doing and using that to my portfolio, for example, to upload or to change the file. It's very powerful if you are a developer. So I can deep on that later if you want. I can dive on that later if you want. We can talk a little bit more. So that it's the to-do list. It's just created now, so you can create like I don't know, go to the supermarket, and I can add it. It's working. It's not working. So if it's not working, you can ask for changing. Like the item is not being added to the list. So fix it.
Good.
It found the issue and it will generate it again.
I started automation for network with Ansible and Python. This will help me a lot.
Yeah, it's very useful. If you use, especially cloud, I don't know if you have access there. I hope so. If not, you can use some VPN to access. The cloud is amazing for coding. So test you. So it's still not working. Yeah, I need to figure out why. But you can continue chatting and it go fix it at some point. So it as an example, it's a good way. So you can just download the file here. It will download the code. You can access the code here, and if you understand the language, you can improve it, or just add your own file. You can upload your file here also. Just get your project or your application and just ask for changing. So, do you have some some other question?
No, thank you.
Yeah,
good.
oh, we can continue talking later.
Very good, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, so Rodrigo, get in touch with Nathan, and he can help
Let's
you
get in
out.
touch.
All right. Very good, guys. So thank you very much, Nathan. Thanks a lot for sharing once more, and I see you during the week, guys. Thank you very much. Have a nice continuation of your Sunday, and I see you soon. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. See you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye. Thank you.
Good
Oh,
afternoon.
oh,
Thank you.
people,
Good
people.
afternoon.
Just one more question. Do you mind if I share this on YouTube? Is that okay? Okay. Yeah.
It's okay to me.
All right. No worries.
I think so.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Nathan. Thanks a lot.